Thank you. What can an orthopedic surgeon tell you about euthanasia? Can you hear me? Yes. Well, I'm afraid of euthanasia, and I'll tell you why. I treat elderly people and young people, but elderly people who have hip fractures. And this is a condition which is frequently fatal in the long run, within a year or 2 or 3. So I treat people who are ill, who have multiple diseases, and they break their hip. What is surprising is how much these people want to live in spite of elderliness, old age, and multiple handicaps. These people, 99% of them, want to live. And these people show their desire to live, with very few exceptions, which I'll mention later. What is surprising, perhaps from people who hear a discussion about autonomy and liberty, one notes that so many of these patients, in fact almost all of them, are immediately willing to accept the treatment that I propose. Patients who have never met me, who have never seen me before, who don't know what I do, who don't know what orthopedic surgery is, patients accept what I, the treating physician, propose. Now, why is that? The reason is elderly people, ill patients, patients in distress, patients who are suffering, immediately turn to the doctor and they rely on the doctor to offer them the correct treatment, to offer them good treatment, to take care of them. I'm not saying that refusing my treatment is wrong, and that's not euthanasia either. Euthanasia is if I, in turn, to the patient who depends on me, if I, in turn, were to turn to that patient and say, I think there's nothing that can be done except euthanasia. Patients do not want this. Patients depend on me to offer them good treatment. But patients are really in a bind. And the more sick you are, the more you depend on your doctor. In fact, it's not to my credit that people accept what I suggest. It's because people who are elderly, people who are ill in various conditions of distress, they rely on the doctor. I have to be reliable as a doctor. So yes, indeed, I think it is terrible that we can kill our patients, and I'm grateful that we cannot. So indeed, I'm opposed to euthanasia, not simply because I don't want to kill my patients, but also for my own reputation. Patients depend on me. Patients accept what I tell them. I have to be able to tell them the right thing. That is, that yes, indeed, we will help you to live if you can, and we will help you to die naturally if that is all we have to offer. As you know, doctors are not angels, present company accepted. And I think it is as much a danger for my reputation, for the reputation of the medical profession, if the doctor can be allowed to offer death as a treatment, a pseudo-treatment, I might add. It's worth mentioning that never in the history of humanity have we had as many ways of relieving pain, distress, discomfort, and disease as today. Never in the history of humanity have we had fewer reasons to practice euthanasia as today. For these reasons, we do not need euthanasia. This will put patients in danger. Why in danger? Because patients cannot resist what a doctor proposes. Precisely because when the doctor proposes a treatment, you are at your most feeble. I am at my most feeble, will be. For these reasons, therefore, I say we must say no to euthanasia. What did I mean by saying no man is an island? There are indeed 1 or 2 people who want to be killed, who want to commit suicide. We see it from all ages, from teenagers right up to elderly people. But there are very few who want to commit suicide. Opening suicide, assisted suicide, and euthanasia to the very small minority puts everybody else at risk. We indeed are not an island. We are a community, and we depend on each other for support. Thank you.